Welcome, guys. Welcome to the Nexus Zone. I am Nexus, aka William Prouty. Today, I'm actually diving down to the dark side. Welcome to the villain song ranking of Tears of Scares. Honestly, Tears of Scares do deaths of Final Destination and Kenny, but I am actually doing the ranking of villain songs. I'm doing fan made, Disney, non Disney, TV shows, and video games. I'm ranking from the legendary anthems to forgettable flops. S tier to F. But here's the rules of my ranking. Every song must have a lyrics. They can't be instrumental. Sorry, Darth Vader theme, Darth Vader or Raven Mad. 2. It must be sung by the villain or sung by the villain, about the villain or song by the villain. No random sign tunes. 3. Fan-made songs, or one per creator and one per franchise. Honestly, if I actually did put this, I would choose Lydia the Bar for every tier. But to tell you the truth, they're only at 3, 4. Let vibe villain. The vibe and the villainy and the vocals have to sell and threat of the mark. They must show how evil is the villain, how they show the villain's villainy, and how the words of the villain in their lyrics show how villainous they are. Let's get into this with the S tier. The S tier is a God rank, or villain songs that are iconic, unforgettable, or intense. Mama Maria, you know what I'm going with. The first song is actually for Disney. The S rank song is actually Hellfire from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Honestly, this is actually very dark and disturbing because Judge Foro actually had the desire to have Esmeralda for himself, and he actually fall in love with her. But Esmeralda is a gypsy, and he actually say he's a righteous man. But but uh, but he called her a witch and obsessed with her. So to do this, he actually say in his other verse to kill Esmeralda instead of do it. It actually burns into the S tier for a reason, for his obsession and his dark desire to kill. And it's actually a top tier ability of his song. Hold it out for S tier for non Disney. Hold out for Hero. Honestly, I couldn't pick any from non Disney, but Shrek 2 have one of the greatest villain songs. Did you know the original holdout for a hero is for a date? Well, this is actually a version sung by the villain, while the heroes actually storm the castle. This is actually really intense and epic, and it actually sung by the hero's perspective. The fairy godmother is the villain, and the heroes that used to be heroes are the villains, and the villains that are supposed to be villains are the heroes. Moving on to video games, we got Bowser's Fury. Honestly, after Mario, Bowser is actually Mario's a classic enemy, but after the brush turned him into a rage-fueled monster, this song actually make him I'll end you too. Don't mess with me. Turn back. You see, have to got to go. This is actually a threatening song to Mario and Bowser, to anyone who get his way. It beat Growl of Chaos straight on the fire. This is now up to S tier of the fan song is Welcome Home, sung by Squiggly Dog from Bendy and the Ink Machine. Honestly, Squiggly Dog actually sang from Bendy. Sing as Bendy. This is smooth and venomous. And actually it actually showed the venom. They were wrought in the ink machine, and now this song actually showed the way of the, and it made it. Honestly, it actually made the top tier. Honestly, S rank actually dominated the jam and hit hard, and it shows S rank actually showed the villainy. A tier, honestly, A tier almost rule the world, but not quite. Let's do the almost legendary hits with time for A rank for Disney. Other friends from the other side from Princess of the Frog. Honestly, it started out smooth with come to my table, put your mind at ease. Honestly, this is actually making deals that offer them dreams. But once Prince and Navid and Lawrence shake Dr. Facility's hand, it get twisted fast. The jazz groove turns twisted, and the massa drops. Honestly, it's a solid magic manipulation. A tier. For non-Disney, Double Trouble from Pokemon. Honestly, I know this is a freaking I know this is freaking TV show, but hey, this is catchy, still input Pikachu, and it's theatrically iconic to the fans of the TV show, and honestly, I actually thought villainous for S tier, but I didn't even. I also give it to TV show too, so I didn't even give a TV show. Sorry about that. For video game, Huggy Wuggy. Honestly, the lyrics seem even playful. His name is Huggy Wuggy. He hugs you and he never stop. Your friend Huggy Wuggy. He scream you until you pop. Yeah, not so cuddly because this twisted toy have horror vibes. Creepy and memorable. Honestly, the fan song I actually choose for A tier is I Only Paid the Red On by the Bar. Honestly, this is actually a what if scenario where Alice from Wonderland snaps. Driven mad by Wonderland, and this Prison Red Heart's stone from the start. Mad, torn apart. I'll brace the one clown. Poetic and tragic. It's a full-on villain mode with a split personality. This Lydia Twisted Fairy Tale. Honestly, she does twisted covers, but this is actually the only one that actually not a cover. For A tier, dangerously close, but B tier. B tier is actually pretty good mood and mayhem. B tier is actually have a few haunted notes, but they're not cut for A tier or S rank. Let's dive in. Now, get started with Gaston. Honestly, this was going to be lower, but maybe even F tier, but there is no denying it's catchy and memorable. Gaston Fan Club, or the little guy that always him, praising while he suck over his rejection. The lyrics are ridiculous, thick-necked, manly chins at 5 hurrahs, but it works because it overtaught Gaston ego is the villain here, and the chorus iconic. So yeah, it earns a B tier. The Other Father song from Coraline. Yeah. Making a song about Coraline, she a pal of mine. Honestly, if you actually did watch the original Coraline, the Beldam or Mother, the other mother, this is a short and sweet song, but if you actually know the context of the song, it's actually chilling if you actually rewatch it and listen to the song. When she a button in my eye and rearrange it, button in the eye. It means the beldam want to put button in the eyes, and the piano controls him, not the other way around. So that means this song by the other father, but it's actually the other mother. It's actually a warning to Coraline. For TV shows, let's go to the TV movies, TV universe. Honestly, other threads. Honestly, this song is actually a jazz number that is actually... We can feel the venom from Spinell, and honestly, the heartbreak and betrayal. And after the first viewing, and actually you rewatch it, you can realize that she go through this because of Pink Pearl, Pink Diamond. Honestly, this is a bit, and Rage and her, she trying to realize that she just want love. For be ranked for video game, it's Immortal by Adrian from Mortal Kombat. Honestly, this one slap it gritty, and honestly, this is actually a Scorpion revenge montage. The lyrics go hard. You can't kill me. I'm immortal. The raw vengeance, and not quite S rank like Bowser Beat Fury, but it's solid B tier shout out from the Neverlord. For fan songs, I'm at for B rank. It's Bowser Eggman from Death Bow. Uh, wait, Death Bow? Is Death Bow considered a property? Well, Death Bow is actually considered property. Yeah, I was actually going to put Discord and but this is actually the lyrics. This would be the king of the Koopas, backed by the Troopas. I am in the Super Sonic League. You're the trash from Sega. This is actually a diss from Villainous Spotlight. The full punch, the lyrics are literal. And B tier for... Honestly, B tier have solid tracks, but honestly, we're going to go much lower with C tier, aka the med tier. The med tier is very bad. Yeah, let's start this thing. Yep, love is open door. This is a cute love duet. Cute, charming, romantic. But then Hans drops the ultimate project. He a villain and we play him a kinda. Here's the deal. The song plays out like a love song. There is no sister edge in the lyrics. No foreshadowing. No bite. It's a villain song only in hindsight. That's why it landed C tier. Next for non-Disney, no more Mr. Nice Guys. Honestly, a bad guy grow up, but with both parts sing about that Digit the nice guy act and turn evil, swapping the real princess for his assistant. It's dramatic fiasco, but not exactly ironic. It's just a villain song hit hard, but so yeah, it accompanies C tier for for C tier for TV. It's Bad Santa Claus from Miraculous Ladybug. After Santa got traumatized from Ladybug misunderstanding and go full villain in Fury, this is the lyrics. I am Santa Claus. I am a rebel without cause. I'll punish and give you a fright. Make a horrible Christmas night. Catchy? Not really. Menacing? Barely. This one short, simple, kind of forgettable, fun, ideal, weak execution. C tier it is. For video game, Queen Recipe. First off, this sounds like a prophet villain song. Mayan and God, the Devil Slay. She actually have her own ego and honestly into the character. Just a theatrical, so fun. Not your some C tier. It's time for the fan song by All For One by Rustage. The track is fire. Rustage is behind the bar. I am not a fable. Toma I groom is the weapon to murder. I'm brother like Cain and Abel. It's a swagger, but the villain song category it's not Honda you like A tier do. It more a hype track than a horror one. It's good, but not top terrifying. Honestly, C tier is not great, but it's not lower than D tier. There is villain who actually missed the mark or missed the mood. Honestly, let's get to D tier. My Lullaby. This is a creepy bedtime song by Kobu. She's She plotted to revenge and commit her cub for war and challenge the serious Scar energy. And compared to this and Be Prepared, it just stand a chance. Doesn't stand a chance. It's decent but not iconic. More of a sequel shadow than a standalone threat. That's why Toxic Love from Fungoid for non-Disney. Hexus is basically pollution incarnated. He sludge that sing about destruction. Technically, give it 100%. Honestly, if you, I actually don't like the movie. It's hard to love the song. The performance great. The vibe is dark, but personally, bias counts. That why the one saying in D tier. Fallen Overlord. The TV show Overlord is actually an anime that about an average salaryman that actually fallen. Uh, this princess of Overlord 4 is actually supposed to be sweet and innocent, but she's actually turned to swim and the do. Let's go mad with delight and dance. Let's happy. It's eerie short and blink it over. Not the punch that build up. That's why it's get over the as a stranger remains from Metal Gear Rising Revenge. It's actually poetic, chaotic, and dripping. I've finally looking for a place without remorse. But the truth that I'm not into the good. The lyrics, the vibe are there. The should sometimes vibes with it. Sometimes don't. That's why there is one in D tier. And for D tier for fan song is I Always Come Back by Nailed One About. A track by William Houghton, Moon Green. Despite direction, I always come back. A villain song that if the games, I'm, but I'm not yet. I'm more into the movie side right now, but it's a solid track, but it doesn't connect with me. D tier is not that scary, but F tier is the bottom of the list, and I'm missed the mark, dropped the ball, is shaking. The worst of the worst. Okay. For F tier for Disney, this is the things I get for Wish. Here we go again. Wish. There is. This is. Oh my god. The message to the people, a song about the king and queen song is actually much better, but this song is actually just him bragging and complaining, and he actually acts like the victim. Instead of being menacing and memorable, it's just forgettable. But the songs, but the wish is actually just. For non Disney, how bad can I be the Lorax? Well, there's much a better song than this from the soundtrack. They're the bigger, that is much better than this. For non Disney, how bad can I be from the Lorax? Oh my god, the Lord. Honestly, to build his empire, the Lorax, the Onceler isn't questioned by his morals, but execute. Not great. This is the original. The cut song is way better. This version is not even a villain anthem. It's just playing wrong because it's just him talking about him. How bad can he be? The original cut song talk about the original song talk about pride. That why it make you want to skip the scene and it's F tier for a reason. For TV, for F tier for TV, we do from The Simpsons. Honestly, by the Stonecutters. Honestly, it's iconic, and we actually. It's actually absurd as a conspiracy. Who keep the metric system? We do. It's actually an exaggerated parody and fine, The Simpsons, but for a villain, it falls flat because the only villain that's supposed to sing it is Mr. Burns, but most of the cast are not villains. Most of the cast is not villains. They're our favorite characters. For F tier for video game, Annihilation Invasion. This is an indie game. Look at the song that tried to be brutal. Destruction the Lord, structure allowed. But literally the destroyed things. The town destroyed. The city destroyed. This the lyrics actually say this, but the update the song, and honestly it doesn't indicate that the it scares, and that why it stays in here. Fourth fan song. Bad Song Good Song from the fan song version of Tangle Avengers. Honestly, this is it's actually good song, bad song. A track of fan song by is Varian. Honestly, Varian is actually a character that actually go for a lot of changes. A fair, he misunderstood that he actually guilt trip, but he actually but a villain here. This doesn't belong here because it's too soft and sentimental. It doesn't hit the broad villain vibe. F tier. So that's the tier. That my tiers for villains. This is honestly tiers of scares actually do villain songs. If you actually want the more songs ranking, let me know. We actually rank Disney, not Disney, TV, video game, and fan made villain songs from legendary to forgettable. Some made us cheer, some us chill, and some other and others. Well, we got the left in the desk. I'm William Prouty, aka Nexus. Thank you for watching, and every villain deserve a theme. Just not always a good one.